to another Magic Online Society video. I am BoBoFraggles, and I'm recording this on behalf of the Magic Online Society. So we're doing something really, really awesome here, and something that's not conventional. What we're doing is we're playing a format called Pre-Innistrad Legacy, and it's exactly as it sounds. It is Legacy in the year 2011. Okay, we're talking anything Innistrad after we pretend does not exist. Okay, which means the most recent set to come out was, in fact, New Phyrexia. So this format is also a little interesting because shortly after Innistrad release, they also did a ban of both Survival of the Fittest and Mental Misstep, right? Because those proved to be too powerful for the format. So this format honors that, even though Innistrad hasn't come out yet, technically. So what that means is that this format is wide open. Delver doesn't exist. The Miracle mechanic doesn't exist. All the new sets and push power cards do not exist. This is Legacy in some of its most purest forms. So this format is a ton of fun, and we got together and we made a league. There's a Discord for it. I will link the description, and I'll put the Discord link in the description below. And you can check out this format. It is so much fun. It's just a really good time, but you have to play it in freeform on MTGO or obviously in paper, but you have to play it in freeform because in this format, your Taxing Probe is 100% legal. So you can't play it in the Legacy Tournament Practice Room because, of course, Taxing Probe is banned. But in this format, it's not. So for this league, we are playing Infect. Okay, Infect, as you know, if you watch this YouTube channel at all, I play a lot of Infect decks, and we're going to be playing Pre-Innistrad Bant Infect. Infect did exist back then, but it was not banned. So we'll go over the list. This list is stock. We have 8 fetch lands, 4 Tropical Island to fix our colors, 1 Wasteland, 1 Pendlehaven, 1 Forest, and that's for our crop rotation targets. In addition, for our mana base, we have our best Infect threat probably in Inkmoth Nexus. Okay, it's a 1/1 flying with Infect. Can't get better than that. Our card draw package, we have 4 Brainstorm, 3 Gitaxian Probe, 1 Sylvan Library. These cards are absolutely crucial to the deck. We also have a crop rotation, and crop rotation serves double purpose. One, it serves as a wasteland protector. People wasteland us, we sacrifice the land. It also serves as another Infect threat because we can grab Inkmoth Nexus on end step, attack the following turn to win, etc., etc. We're going to move over to our Infect creatures. 4 Glistener Elf, 4 Blighted Agent, which is absolutely standard and crucial to the deck. And then I use 1 Viridian Corruptor main deck. And the reason that I run Viridian Corruptor main deck is because this format is run rampant by artifacts. Sensei's Divining Top, legal. Chalice of the Void, legal. Umezawa's Jite, legal. Stoneforge Mystic exists, and one of the best decks in the format is actually a deck called Strawberry Shortcake. It's a painter deck, and Viridian Corruptor is a way to handle a key combo card main deck. So I run 1 Viridian Corruptor, not to mention it's a 2/2, so that's very, very relevant. Pump package, 4 Invigorate, 2 Berserk. This is standard amongst even Infect decks to this day, so that's how it goes. 4 Vines of Vastwood, another pump spell, protection spell, plays offense and defense very, very, very well. Especially in these Stoneforge Jite decks, this can stop a Jite from being equipped to your opponent's creature. Force of Will, Daze is our counter package, and 2 Spell Pierce to round it out. In the sideboard, and this is where it becomes Bant, we have Savannah and 2 Swords of Plowshares. And Swords of Plowshares, one thing that has come about in learning about this format is that tempo decks still exist. Instead of Delver of Secrets, we have Death's Shadow. And Death's Shadow has become very, it has replaced Delver. It's a very strong card, just as you think it is. It's a Legacy deck that uses shocks to lower your life total, Thoughtseize, etc. to get your life total low, then play the big creature, and it interacts on, very efficient in the mana, and 1-for-1 removal spells. So Swords of Plowshares is great versus them because it makes them gain life, as does Invigorate, makes them gain life, so it really can mess with the Death Shadows deck. 1 Spellskite just to help that targeted removal, help block some of target removal. A Tormod's Crypt for Reanimator decks. Now, because I have an extra crop rotation, I have some targets for it, both Caracas for Reanimator
and Bajuka Bog for graveyard removal. So these three typically come in together if I'm versus a Reanimator deck. Surgical Extraction as well, just because it's very good against Reanimator decks and unfair combo decks that utilize the graveyard. Lion's Eye Diamond, I have my eye on you. 2 Seal of Primordium, 2 Corrosion Grip, because Corrosion Grip, if you guys remember, back from when top was legal, you need Corrosion Grip to, one, get top before it can draw a card, and be able to kill Counterbalance, because it resolves before the trigger goes off. So, and then 1 additional Force of Will to take us up to 4 Force of Will in the 75. So we're going to be playing 5 matches throughout this league against a set number of opponents. It is an open deck list event. So I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be back with match number 1 shortly, and I hope you enjoy. All right, bye-bye. All right. Hello in match number 1 of our Pre-Innistrad Legacy League. This is BoBoFraggles recording this on behalf of the Magic Online Society, and right now I'm playing against UTX Shiro, and I am playing Dant Infect. Yeah. So Pre-Innistrad, as you saw in the deck tag, is a really cool format. It's very interesting. This hand is not keepable. We don't have any color sources. This hand is keepable. We actually have the Infect threat here. So we're going to get rid of a Tropical Island since we have the Hierarch. And we have Days to replay, so we're going to keep this. We're going to get rid of this, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Jackson grab us first. That's completely and totally fair. Now they know to play around Days. This is something that's interesting because, like, you kind of forget about Gitaxian Probe being in the Legacy format and how much you were able to play around certain spells. Cozy Trickster, okay. Shuffles a library, you put, okay. Now, all we need is a threat and Invigorate, and we win. So we are, like, so close. We got a Vines, which is not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and probe them. Now, we're playing open deck list. They are playing Death Shadow. We know that. Okay, so they got Daze, Dismember, and Wasteland. Okay, so this is going to be really bad for us. We got to play around Wasteland here. That's exactly what we got to do. We got to float mana, Daze, and Crop Rotation in the same turn. That's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, so they get rid of one of those. And if we play Dismember, then they'll just Dismember us and then Wasteland us, which we can't have. So I'm really glad that we Gitaxian Probed first. Okay, they play Wasteland like we thought they would. Alright, we're getting attacked for 1. Sure. If they play a spell at all, then we'll Daze it. Which they don't, which is smart on them. We're in the holding pattern. There's nothing we can do. And they have a Force of Will. They could just go ahead and Wasteland us here and pretty much win, I think. Yeah, okay. Another one of those. Sure. I might just go ahead and I might just Crop Rotation and get a basic Forest to play around this Wasteland for a minute. But let's just hold off. Let's see if we draw land, which we do not. We're just going to get rid of this Daze because they know about it already. They know about the Daze. We're not under any clock here that's relevant. Another Cozy Trickster, sure. We're going to try to win with a flying Infect threat anyway. We just need a land here. That is what we need, is a land. We need a land bad. All right, that'll do. That counts as a land. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play the hierarch here. Yeah, it's a target for their dismember, but then we'll. I would like to have vines in response because having this hierarch on the field is, I think, worth the potential. We'll daze it, simply to daze it, and then we'll vines. Yep. And we'll vines just to protect it. They're gonna daze in response, aren't they? Yeah, I forgot about daze, didn't I? I forgot about daze. Alright, daze dismember. We know they have a force of will, but do they have another blue card to go with it? No, it's just gotta accept my lumps that I messed that up. Get wastelanded. Yep. Just gotta accept my lumps. I punted there pretty hard. I forgot about daze in their hand, even though it was right there on my screen. I just forgot about it. Brainstorm. Okay. Thank God I didn't force will back, because then we would have been totally dead. Yep. Okay. We knew that was coming a mile away. Another wasteland. Oh, God. Okay. We're getting beat up here pretty bad with these. That makes me putting that second tropical island on the bottom of the deck like absolutely foolish now, doesn't it? Alright, so we get another land drop. Okay. This game is not over. Now that we got a land drop. Not over. Taxing probe, sure. Alright. It's not looking good for us, I don't think. I mean, we have this Force of Will in reserve, but they have 5 cards in hand. We're getting crushed here. I kind of want to win through regular damage, to be honest. Another Cozy Tricksters. Okay. So, we're going to be taking, I think, 6. That'll take us to 12. We don't have a lot of room. No! Oh, no! Oh, misclick. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. That's okay. This game in particular fell out of reach. It was very small chance of victory, but it's all good. Yeah, this is all good. Let's go ahead and concede this game. That one did not go well. Okay, so we are against Death Shadow, so we want Swords of Plowshares, big time. Swords of Plowshares, real good. We want the extra crop rotation. We want the Spellskite. We want the Savannah, because we're going to be bringing that in. Get rid of a Trop. We'll get rid of... What do we want to get rid of? Radiant Corruptor's not great.
Sylvan Library is not. It's better in control matchups. I don't like Force of Wills. I actually like Sylvan Library more than Force of Will. All right, let's do it like that because now we can actually handle their Death Shadows. And if they get, oh man, if they get like multiple Death Shadows on the board and we Sword Splash Shares them, feels so good. Let's see. I like what we brought in. I like the Spellskite a lot in this matchup. I really like the Swords of Plowshares in this matchup, and I really like the Crop Rotation. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think this is what we want. Yes, I would love to play first. Okay, so this hand's pretty good. I mean, we got Double Probe and... it is a cute Delver replacement. All right, so let's go ahead and just attack Probe. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, so Force of Will codes your Stifle. So we're gonna play around Stifle as much as possible because we have a really good hand here. Like we have almost a turn 2 in here. Unless they Force of Will it, which they do not. They have a Dismember. They have a Dismember. Okay. Which I'm... Oh, is that this 5 plus 5 is 5? So they get rid of that. Did it reveal to me what they drew? Wasteland. Okay. I don't hate their line there. But I mean, I'm going to try to find the kill here. I mean... Crop Rotation. This is a win. But they have the Force of Will. So how this wins is attack, 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 and then put Invigorate onto the stack. In response, put Invigorate onto the stack, and then play Crop Rotation, sack, grab a Pendelhaven, pump the Glistener Elf, and then it'll be 10. But obviously they have ways around it. So, but this is going to act as our another Infect threat. So we need to get to 9. They need to waste a hitting them for 1's big here. We need counter magic of any kind. Marsh Flats, okay. They have a Stifle, so we just need to play around Stifle. Bladed Agent, okay. That's good. That'll draw out the other Force of Will. So hit them again. Everyone we hit them for is good. Well, there's no reason to not play it. It'll be a target for Dismember for sure. And maybe they'll respect Daze here. Daze is something they might respect. Okay, so they're going right for it. Okay. Dismember's gone. That's fine. Okay. Wasteland. Okay. Alright, so we're starting to slowly get Wastelanded out of this game. But it's not over.
Okay. Let's keep it in hand. I'm not going to do anything. We're going to play this Stifle game for a bit. Flood Strand. Okay. Cozy Trickster. Okay. Reduce their blue count. Trade those off if they'll... Play another one. Huh. Yeah, it's worth it. We're not under any clock here, and we have another Infect threat. So let's play the other Infect threat. Play the other land. If they ever crack this fetch, we'll crack our fetch. Another Pluto Delta. Let's fetch again. Wow, okay, they're letting it go. I find that a bit interesting. And I bet they're going to... What are they doing? I thought Thoughtseize was a good draw. Let's just let them have it. Invigorate, okay. Tells me they're afraid of Invigorate at least. Yep. Okay. They're going to shuffle away this Stifle. I don't know how good of a matchup this is for us. Feels like a terrible matchup. That's what it feels like. Sort of like how Grixis Delver is versus Infect and regular Legacy. It's weird because Death Shadow was not around back then. So Infect kind of like had... It just was better. Oh, nice. Okay. That was like a super good draw. So now we're just going to try to kill them. Because we'll take them to 5. And then hold the Invigorate. They're at 5 Infect. We have potentially a win. Okay. I imagine the Stifle's gone. I'm going to assume that Stifle's gone. But the Force of Will is not. So... Digging. Death Shadow. Okay. This is tough here. I mean, this is tough. We got to decide if we're going to go for it. Are we going to go for it? Are we going to go for it? That's the question here.
Are we going to go for it? Should we go for it is the question. Let's do it. Let's make them force us. Alright, what did they pitch with that? Spell Pierce, okay. Wow. What a draw. What a draw. What a draw. What a draw. Make sure no blockers come through. Make them gain some life. And we just got there. Wow. What a top deck. What a top deck we just had. Wow. And I just realized about Invigorate making them gain life. I just realized that at this exact moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I cannot believe that. Cozy's Trickster is surprisingly really good. Like, he would have had three threes attacking us. Man. That's tough. Wow, what a draw. And if we hadn't forced out the Forcible, the crop rotation, they would have had something for it. So I'm glad that we crop rotated on end step. I'm surprised that ended up being correct. It was completely wrong until we drew Swords to Plowshares. Then it ended up being right, because then they would have had another draw, because then on the following turn we would have attempted to Swords to Plowshares. They would have countered it. We would have blocked, killed our Glistener Elf, and then they would have had a chance to kill us. Okay, so this hand's pretty bad. Super susceptible to Wastelands. No Infect threat. It has the combo, but no Infect threat to go with it, and I'm not about that life. So this hand is better. Obviously, we're going to fetch to grab a basic forest to play this. Super, super weak to Stifle on the play. Like, we lose to Stifle here. But I don't think we're going to get a better 6. And I like everything but Daze here, because I plan on getting the crop rotation. Please Okay. Alright. I'm actually just going to hold the fetch up. Oh, okay, perfect. That's the best draw we could have had. Again, super good draws here. Super good draws. And they're going to Daze it. Okay. Nope. Will not pay 1 for Daze. And they Brainstorm in response. Okay, that's fine. I accept that. Get Wastelanded on the Crackback is fine. If not, then we just play the Windswept Teeth, hold up Brainstorm. Because I am going to try to play around Stifle as much as possible. I forgot in this metagame how important it is to play around Stifle. Like, you just kind of forget how important it is. And there goes our Blighted Agent. At least on our turn we can Brainstorm fetch. It's gonna be the plan. Hopefully play an elf would be nice. Because now our hand doesn't make a ton of sense after the discard. Or we could just draw the elf. That's another option. We could always just draw it because we're in top deck mode.
But let's go ahead and brainstorm, and then we'll grab. Okay. Wow. Um. Uh. We're keeping both infect threats for sure. We'll get rid of one, and we'll get rid of one, and then let's just go ahead and grab a basic forest so we don't get completely wastelanded out of the game. And grab play a Glistener Elf. I actually want this Glistener Elf to be killed. Again, it's acting as a lightning rod for the real threat, which is the blading agent. So this is a lightning rod. If we get more out of this than it getting killed, then we'll take it. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to die. We did a good job playing around Stifler early on. I like it. Alright. And they didn't play anything, which means they probably... Alright. This is pretty good. We're just going to hit them for one. And let's just keep the pressure up with infect threats. They didn't counter it or anything, which is interesting. And they didn't kill it on end step, which is interesting. They have a dysfunctional hand. Okay, they grab an... okay. We're not going to make a move until they make... Ooh. Ooh, no. We don't make a move until they make a move. We hang tight. We need to get them through infect damage here. We hold tight. They're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Alright, Death Shadow. Okay. Now, we can make them gain 6 life, right? Which means we can make that Death Shadow super small. So... this is going to be really cool to see. I love it. And we're keeping this wasteland out to pay for days. Resolves. Resolves. Did we just get there? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. We got there. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Thanks for tuning in for match number 1. We'll be right back with match number 2. All right. Hello and welcome back to game number 2 of the Pre-Innistrad Legacy League. We are, of course, on Bant Infect, and let's see what we can work up here. This hand's not keepable. It's just not keepable. I mean, we are on the draw, and we have a probe. There are some people who are risky enough to keep this based on probe. This was a big problem with Infect back when probe was legal, was that people would keep hands that didn't have mana. We're not that people, so we're going to get rid of it. I think we're going to ditch a Force of Will here. This hand's keepable. But we're going to get rid of that Force of Will because we have days. We could pitch days technically to Force of Will. I'd rather have the option to days instead of just Force. Okay, top. We have no issues with top. We don't have anything to do or say about top.
This again is an open decklist event. We are playing Dead Gael. So we're just going to drop this Glistener Elf and we'll see where that takes us. Okay, so since the Dividing Top was legal here, I kind of miss this card in Legacy, to be honest. I kind of miss the countertop days because as Infect, it was like one of our best matchups was Miracles. So it's a little unfortunate that the old Miracles went away. And actually, I don't even think it's that bad compared to what it used to be. But we're just gonna. I mean, obviously, we're gonna daze this 100%. We're dazing this. No ifs, ands, or buts. Hymn to Turok would be too valuable. Now, if we just draw an Invigorate here, like how awesome would that be? If we just draw an Invigorate. All right, Wasteland. Not Invigorate. Nothing to do here but attack for one. It's the only thing to do. And we'll do it, like we always do. And we could have played a fetch here. We probably should have actually just have played the fetch land here, to be honest, to protect against a wasteland of their own. If they wasteland us, then we messed up. If we get wastelanded, we should have realized we should have played this Misty Rainforest. Watch us get wastelanded and watch me cry about it. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get wastelanded and I'm gonna cry. I'm glad we got to effectively use the days though, because now them going to 3 mana, they can start playing around days. If this is a Stoneforge Mystic, we're gonna force it. Yeah, we have to make sure that Jite does not hit the battlefield. Which they have so many ways to find Jite, which is a little unfortunate. We might just wasteland them. What are we gonna take them off of? We'll take them off of. We'll hit the Bayou. And we'll attack. Our hand position has turned terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, they're gonna obviously activate top. See what they can find. Let's see. Yep. This was like the top is so good. Isn't it just the best seeing top get played again? It's something that is so unique to the Pre-Innistrad Legacy format. It's weird because like when it comes to countertop, you would think countertop is probably the best thing you could possibly do, but miracles didn't exist back then, so the actual mechanic miracle didn't exist. So there's no miracles, there's no entreat, there's no terminus, there's no oh snap, using the wasteland for mana. Oh no, okay, yeah, they're gonna wasteland us. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wasteland swords would be bad, very bad for us. But miracles didn't exist back then, so there's no control deck known yet, like official control deck. In the Discord, we're talking a lot about Landstill being probably the best control deck because you can have Decree of Justice. So this draw was pretty timely. The Blighted Agent we can get in for 3 here, but starting next turn, we're not going to have any. We can't get through with this Glistener Elf. Now 3 is actually a very important number in this Infect list because Become Immense is 6, makes 7. So 3 is the golden number to make Become Immense active. So technically we could still potentially win. Or an Invigorate would also do it. But I have a feeling that as time goes on, we're going to begin to get crushed here. This is going to be a slow strangle. But we've done what we can so far by keeping Jite off the table. Now, obviously, if they, okay, that's not good. If they play Jite, play it, then Tide Hollow Sculler. Okay, that doesn't do anything. all you have to do is play a Jite here, and I will concede. Or yeah, Swords of Plowshares. Okay. Um, let's. We're gonna get. No, you know what? For the sake of the video, we're gonna keep this going. I do want to call it here. I really, really, really do want to call it, but you just never know. So we'll just hang back and see what happens. They countered us perfectly here. I mean, Swords of Plowshares for our unblockable threat, Blitterblossom for the Glistener Elf, Wasteland for the Ink Moth, and this just goes to show the power of Divining Top. You know, who knows what order they would have drawn and if it would have given us an extra turn or not. But the fact that they have the Wasteland for the Ink Moth, and you know, huge shout off to Wangaroo for not wastelanding me earlier. You know, that means a lot. At some point, my plan is going to be try to kill this thing if he attacks with it again, and then get my Berserk back, because Berserk's going to be my way through this. Okay, Brainstorm's a good start, right? Nice. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Can't play both. Yep, cannot play both, but that's okay. Wasteland. That on end step, and he's gonna have just enough Fairy Rogues. Just enough Fairy Rogues. Now we have a pretty packed sideboard here. For them, we have a pretty packed sideboard. So if they make a mistake and they attack with just one of the, again, they're not wastelanding this. With the guard completely down, they're not wastelanding us, which I find a bit awkward. So we draw like a crop rotation. And yeah, 1 mana behind always. I mean, this thing's dead anyway, so might as well make them. There's no reason to not attack with it. It's just going to get wastelanded and die. We know about that. Very interesting decision trees here. But we just didn't quite have it. Yeah, okay. We knew that was going to happen. We know there's a basic forest on top, so we need to let's just go ahead and get rid of this and grab that basic forest. Just so we can 6 through the turn, just to make it easier. Sure, sure, sure. Keeping back 3. I like it. Yep, so we can't attack. We could still draw a Blighted Agent here. A Blighted Agent plus victory would be really good. This top is doing work. And I mean, that doesn't hurt us too bad. It just, let's go ahead and call this game. Yeah, let's call that. That was never going to go well. Alright, what do we want? They are a artifact deck, so we want these for, they're a wasteland deck, so we want that. We want this. Do we want, because my plan is to get rid of Dazes. 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, so we'll get rid of Tropical Island, 3, and the Dazes as well. And you're thinking like, oh my god, you're getting rid of the Dazes, you're crazy. Well, I'd rather 1-for-1 answer without losing a land drop, and most of the time what I'm going to be answering is the artifact. Like even the Stoneforge Mystic, I don't care about the Stoneforge Mystic, I care about the artifact that comes with it. So Seal of Primordiums and Corrosion Grips are just better. And with the main deck Viridian Corruptor, I feel comfortable with it. And this is card disadvantage and this is tempo loss. Technically Daze is a form of card advantage because you can return a land to your hand, then brainstorm and shuffle away that card. So it's okay, but I'm just not a huge fan of it.
And I want the extra crop rotation to get rid of like their wasteland plays, so I can instead crop rotation whatever they're trying to waste away. And we'll go from there. Now, this does make us weaker to Hymn to Torok. My plan here makes us weaker to Hymn to Torok because I can't 1-for-1 it necessarily. I can go down cards, but I'm hoping in the fact of like really timed 5 ways to destroy artifacts being very, very useful here. Whether or not it is, who knows? Probe. Vines. We just didn't. What am I saying about Become Immense? What am I saying? Become Immense doesn't exist. One of die roll would love to play first. And this hand again is not keepable, unfortunately. 3 Hierarchs though, and the Viridian Corruptor. The hand would have been good if we could have kept it. But this hand's pretty good. This hand's pretty good. We're gonna get rid of an extra land here because we have the Noble Hierarch. And I'm really hoping that the Spell Pierce is going to be able to 1-for-1 a 1-for-1 a Hymn to Turok. So next turn we'll play the Ink Moth, keep up a land, and play the Listener Elf. Wastelands are pretty reserved, and Bwangaroo respects that, and I think that's very good of them to respect the fact that their wastelands are for Ink Moth. That was Tom Ross's old saying all the time was, now that sucks. That really sucks. I mean, it doesn't get rid of our threat. Our threat is the threat, but Tom Ross used to always say that when he would talk about the deck that players should wasteland the tropical islands more, but they have to respect Ink Moth so much. So Ink Moth holds such power over Wasteland. You would think it's the opposite way. You would think Wasteland holds power over Ink Moth, but it's actually the opposite. Ink Moth holds power over Wasteland because it forces the direction of which way they have to use it, and the fact that Ink Moth has ways to animate itself and then vines to get rid of the Wasteland or crop rotation away. Infect is not as afraid of Wasteland normally as other decks are. Now they have a decision to make, and of course they take the Infect threat. That's a smart move. So that lends us the ability to just kind of like chill here for a minute, and we got it back. I mean, we have the kill next turn. Obviously Wasteland stops that, so we just need to fade a Wasteland. If they play Wasteland, we're screwed, but if they don't play Wasteland, we win. They have a Wasteland. This play pattern signals Wasteland. We're going to Spell Pierce, obviously. There's no reason to not Spell Pierce. Wait, oh, no. Okay. Alright. So, what does that... This does leave us open to Swords to Plowshares. Like, 100%. This is a Swords to Plowshares type hand. So, what we're going to do... Make sure it's not the newly controlled one. We're just going to hit for 2 and then try to bait the swords out, and the swords post combat will determine whether or not they have swords in hand. And they have swords in hand. Okay. It's good for us to know, and I'm glad we didn't go all in on it. Ghastly Demise. Okay, I did not see that coming. I was really thinking that was going to be Swords to Plowshares. So we could have won there. If Ghastly Demise was on the radar, we could have won. If they Hymn to Turok, it's going to be so terrible. Oh. Engineered Plague. Okay. I wonder how this plays with the Phyrexia rule. That's a good question.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna play it so that they can name Fire Exient just because that's a global rule um, change. So that really sucks. Now, if we draw right on time, right on time, we're just gonna wait though. We are just gonna wait. There's nothing to do here. Play another one. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're going for the kill next turn. All right, we got it. We're going for the kill. All right, nothing else to do here but go for the kill. We activate. We attack. Wait for declare blockers. And we go for it. Through an engineered plague. Okay. That was very interesting, and I'm going to bring this up to the rules committee of the Pre-Innistrad Legacy League, or the Pre-Innistrad Discord, because I feel like that's probably something that needs to be talked about. But I think since it's a global rule change, it's totally fair. Even though it really, really goes against me, I think it's really fair. So, again, this is to say, like, if we didn't draw that, we have top decked so well. If we didn't draw that Seal of Primordium, we would have been so screwed. Okay, right into game number 3. Let's have a good one here. Again, man, we've had to mulligan so much. And the mana base is that of standard decks. We're going to get rid of the Tropical Island just because we have 2 Infect threats, and I'd rather... They're going to Thoughtseize us. They're going to take the Blighted Agent. I'm going to lay down the Noble Hierarch, and then hopefully, God, this Brainstorm does something good. Blighted Agent's gone, though. Unless they take Listener off, which if they take Listener off is a mistake. If they take Noble Hierarch, I can see it between Blighted Agent and Noble Hierarch. The Listener off I don't see being a good choice. But the Blighted Agent is definitely going to go. This is the card that they're going to take. It wouldn't make much sense to take anything else. I mean, I guess that doesn't make 100% sense. It does make sense to take other things, but I feel like Blighted Agent has to be the thing they take. Wow, okay. That was the thing I did not think that they were going to take, because I was going to play a Hierarch anyway first. So I'm actually going to fetch a basic forest to play around Swords to Plowshare's Wasteland. That is a very common play pattern that I do not want to see. And they know the contents of our hand, so... Except they don't know about the second Hierarch, but... Wow, they're a little bit mana tight. Okay. Okay, and here comes my favorite play in Magic. Oh, no! That's a punt. That's unfortunate. That is a punt, if I have ever seen one in my entire life. That was a misplay. Let's put this and this back on top, and then we'll just play the other Hierarch. That was a complete and total misplay. Whoops. We're going to Wasteland them next turn, so... And we can hit them for 3, technically. But hopefully they don't draw a land. Okay, good. They're looking for lands. So we're gonna Wasteland them anyway, regardless. We're up so much mana. Okay, they found a swamp. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, let's get you Wastelanded. Let's start there. Let's attack for 3. Because now that we got rid of the... and if they're going to Ghastly Demise, they're going to do it now. Very afraid of Engineered Plague. But hopefully we'll have enough turns so that it's not the end of the world. They're at 3. We really, really need a artifact or enchantment removal, and they did not draw another land. Wow, that's unfortunate. I probably should attack with both my creatures. But I'm not going to. And they don't have anything to do for it, so they're at 6 infect. Okay. Alright, digging a little deeper. They took this hand on the strength of Thoughtseize, which is a totally reasonable thing to do versus Infect. Completely totally reasonable thing. I'm not going to play either one of these lands again until I'm forced to. Yep, Wasteland. I'm not going to play a single one of them until I'm forced to, because I would like to save this for a Brainstorm. Berserk. Okay, I can win here. So there's no reason to not do it. There's no reason to not do it, because if they're going to kill it, they're going to kill it. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But, okay. Digging for an answer. If they draw a card, then they'll have Ghastly Demise. It went through. Wow, we got there. Okay. So we're 2-0 in this league. Pretty crazy. We got very lucky in game 3. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Bwangaroo, for being an awesome opponent. We will be back with the next round. All right, bye-bye. All right. Hello and welcome back to our Pre-Innistrad Legacy tournament for the month of December. I'm BoBoFraggles, of course, recording this on behalf of the Magic Online Society. We're in round number 3 now. We're 2-0. And we are playing some Pre-Innistrad Legacy with Infect. We would love to play first. We've been on the play, I think, a lot here, and that's really good. This hand's phenomenal. I mean, this hand's really good. Let's keep it. Start there. Now, I'm going to probe first to determine if my first turn play is going to be a Hierarch or a Glistener Elf, because Daze is going to be important. I don't have a turn 2 kill, so I really think Hierarch's going to be my turn 1 play, so I can Daze. But let's just see what's up. Let's see what they got. Intuition, Helm of Awakening, Accumulated Knowledge, Intuition, Ponder. Okay, they have a turn 1 Sensei's Divining Top, which we're going to 100% Daze, so let's go ahead and just get this, let's get this Hierarch down. Then next turn we can play Bladed Agent. Or Glistener Elf have a mana to pay up 4 days, so they play Volcanic Island. We know about that card. Ponder, okay. That's actually pretty good for us. I mean, they're playing around Daze with the Sensei's Divining Top. It's good for them. It's a good thought. Very, very, very good thought. Nothing for us to do here. Inkmoth Nexus, probably the best draw we could have had there. I want us to kind of save this as a blue card, right? I mean, yeah, that way we can hard cast Daze if we need to. Sorry, someone joined the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore this chat just for now, just because we are recording the video. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm kind of interested to see. We have the Daze, we have the Force of Will, so we have counter magic and we have threats in play. So I think this is actually just going to simply be a distractor. And I don't even know how much, since they have 2 tops, I don't really know how much we care about the top at this point. Like, 2 tops is a draw engine, like we know that, but hopefully we'll kill them faster than they can get the draw engine on board, if that makes sense. And it looks like they're hurting for land, so okay, they found a land. They're gonna play the top. Brainstorm. Okay. Okay. I kind of wanted the Daze there to make them shuffle and Brainstorm lock them, but with the top, Helm of Awakening. 1 less to cast.
We got to daze the top here, though. Yeah. We just have to use our mana. And then it just takes one extra mana away from them next turn, and they're already kind of mana hurt, so we just need to keep this pressure up. And I'm going to keep this Blighted Agent in hand for potentially... Okay, we got another Force of Will. And we're 1 mana off from being able to hardcast Force of Will, which is really good for us. Yeah, let's just get some Infect damage on them. In this format, I know in the previous match I was talking about how 3 is the magic number for Become Immense, but in this specific scenario, the magic number here is going to be... the magic number here is going to be 4. So that way, and then if I draw an Invigorate, I'll have 2 Infect creatures or Noble Hierarch plus the Infect creature. So I'm hoping to kill on a 2-turn clock here. I'm hoping to not kill them next turn, hit them for 2 next turn, and then kill them the following turn. It's gonna be the plan. Double Force of Will in hand is kind of good, so we can like kind of pitch one, and then we need to draw another blue card or whatever. For whatever they draw, I mean... They're not playing Helm of Awakening, huh? That's interesting. It's very interesting. We draw a land here. We draw a Daze. Okay, that's just as fine, actually. I'm surprising they're not They're not... I don't know. I just don't feel like they're doing a lot. Which makes me nervous. Makes me very nervous. Okay, accumulated knowledge on end step for sure, right? I mean, intuition. Yeah, no, we can't have that. Just seems like a busted magic card. They Force a Will here. Nope, no Force a Will. Okay. This card seems busted. Like, oh, well, why did I do that? Well, they brainstorm. I don't really know what's in their hand at this point. We have them at 4 Infect, so if we draw an Invigorate, it's game. They're going to brainstorm, sure. They draw, if we draw an Invigorate or a Vines of Vastwood or something along those lines, it's game because we have Force Will back up. They are having a lot of cards in hand right now, though. Plus they're hitting all their land drops. Counterbalance. We're typically okay against counterbalance. Like, Force of Will is what we worry about here. So a 1's bad, right? So now we need Invigorate, because Invigorate's a 3, which really throws off the counterbalance math. I could have countered that. I could have potentially countered the counterbalance, and maybe I should have. Well, I mean, time will tell, but we have the Inkmoth Nexus, which is the best threat. And they're going to go to 6 next turn. If we draw another blue card, we have double Force of Will, so unless they keep a Force of Will on top, then we're going to be okay. Or if we just draw a land, Invigorate. We have a lot of live draws here. Okay, we got the land, so we can hard cast and then follow up with Force of Will pitch. So we have 2, and they're at 6 Infect now. We're doing okay. They're slowly developing their lock. I'm just hoping we have enough to hold them off just a little bit more. Double top here would be bad. Like if they top Helm of Awakening, spells cost 1 less to cast. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Right now, I don't have a problem with that. Oh, snap. They're going to play... Huh. Blue instant card. Let's counter this. I didn't think about this with top. I didn't think about that. Oh, crap. Did I just lose this game? Did I just lose this game? Taxiing probe. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. I did not think about helm top combo. I did not think about that. This is pretty cool. I mean, alright, yeah, I have the mana floating. Alright, cool. We got there. Woo! Alright, so we know to counter this now. We know to counter that. Okay, and we need our stuff for artifact and enchantments. So, we definitely want these 4 cards. And I think we're facing a combo deck here, so we definitely want that card too. What cards don't we want? I didn't see a lot of targeting stuff, so I'm actually, and like counterbalance decks, we want to reduce our 1 count. And I'm actually gonna get rid of a Berserk here because I don't think we're gonna be able to turn 2 kill. This is our best card. Hopefully we get a Viridian Corruptor out. Like I'm really hoping to use this card this league. Alright. I think this is the best way we can move forward. We happen to have everything we need there. Helm of Obedience plus top. That is so sick. That is so sick. Huh. Imagine that plus 2 tops is to draw your deck, right? It's to draw your entire deck. Huh. Huh. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what our opponent does. I still think in this format, Landstill is a deck that is not played. Like, I feel like Landstill probably is going to be one of the better blue-white control decks in this format, just because you have access to so many awesome cards like Force of Will, Ponder, Brainstorm, Landstill, Mishra's Factory. You can cycle Decree of Justice to replace the Entreat the Angels. Like, my next league, I think I'm going to play a blue-white standstill deck in this format. All right, but we're back here. We're with Infect. We're in game number 2 here. Let's see if we can pull it out. Seal of Primordium. That's good. And a Wasteland. That's okay. I like the Seal of Primordium. I like the Spell Pierce into Seal. I like that. We don't have any threats, which is a problem. But I feel like Seal of Primordium is going to be our best bet versus a counterbalance. Because, yeah, we just need one. And they're going to get a top down on turn 1. I know it. They're going to get a top down. Ponder. Okay, that's the best play. That's the best play that we could have hoped for in this scenario. And we have a Wasteland to eventually hit this thing, but I'm going to play a fetch land and just hold up and wait. We also have Daze, which is really good, and the Seal. So we have good interaction, we just don't have any threats, which I'm hoping we're going to draw into at some point. It this very well could go bad, and we don't. This is one of the problems with Infect, is we don't, if we don't have a threat, we just kind of sit there. And I think they kind of want us to just sit there. So, and we got our threat. All right, nice. And it happens to be a Viridian Corruptor. So if they do happen to get something onto the battlefield, we can fight it. I'm hoping now they try to go for a Helm or something so we can Spell Pierce. And then Daze back up and then Wasteland them. That would be a pretty nice little series of interactions. So if they play a spell, we Spell Pierce it. They Force a Will. We Daze it. Then upkeep, we Wasteland them. That would be really good. I would like that exchange for us. This Wasteland, I'm interested to see how good it's going to be.
Very interested to see how good it's going to be. Island. Okay. Non-wastelandable. Grim Lavamancer, huh? That's a problem, isn't it? That's a big problem. That's a big, 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 big problem. Did not see that coming. And I think our only out is to stop him from having red. Two damage to any target. Let's go ahead and spell pierce this, and then we'll wasteland him on upkeep. Ooh. That's kind of the interaction we want to hear. If they daze us again, we're in big trouble. Oh, they're gonna daze us again. They're gonna daze us. No, okay. We're for sure going to wasteland that red source, though. We need to get rid of the red source. Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate. It would die to the whatchamacallit anyway. We need a Pendlehaven is what we need. We need threat plus Pendlehaven. Crop. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay, so we have our potential out to this Grim Lavamancer. Unfortunately, I mean they can do it. It's going to take 2 activations per turn. We have nothing to deal with that, and they got that's unfortunate. Grim Lavamancer is a real problem. I didn't expect that. Yep. Hierarch's dead. Yep, we knew that was coming. Okay. Pendlehaven. Alright. Alright. Here's our new plan. Our new plan is going to try to extract value from this and just try to hit their graveyard as much as possible. Like, we need to stress their graveyard. We have the Pendlehaven, so if we do get an elf or something, then we can at least negate one of their attacks. They're going to keep filling their graveyard up, though. And we have no main deck answer, I believe, for this Grim Lavamancer. So, Grim Lavamancer is going to prove to be our toughest battle. We can still combo kill in 1 turn, is what we can do. We'll see. Ancient Tomb. Sensei's Divining Top. I mean, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. And even this isn't gonna work. Okay. All right, we have an out. Okay. They're getting comfortable attacking with this thing. Okay? They're getting comfortable attacking. We have an Invigorate. If we play the Pendlehaven and then they attack, we crop rotate, grab an Ink Moth, block it, Pendlehaven pump it, then we killed the Grim Lavamancer. Yeah, that's going to be the line. And then another invigorate, we win next turn. If we draw another invigorate, we win. But this has to be tapped first, and we have to fade anything else. So we have to fade. We have to fade a lot, actually. But we have this for counterbalance, so at least this is on the board. Oh, counterbalance. Okay, that stays for sure. I don't know how much they respect crop rotation. If they attack, we're going to destroy this first. Nice. Destroy that. Crop rotation. Ink Moth. Activate Ink Moth. We block. We Pendlehaven. And our biggest problem is gone. Okay. Our biggest problem is gone. Okay. Our options here. What are our options here? I could hit for 2. I could hit for 1 and then just play the... Yeah, okay. Let's just hit for 1, get them to 1, and then we'll play the Bladed Agent. Just to get the Bladed Agent onto the battlefield. If they play a Helm here, we are so screwed. Yep, Helm. Another top, we lose. If we untap, then we can... Oh, he has 2 of them. All right, so just for posterity's sake, let's let them do it and see what's gonna happen. See how we're gonna win or lose this game. I don't think they can win this turn, and we have a Viridian Corruptor. So... Oh, wait, no. They have to have mana to do it. Oh, snap! Oh my god! Oh, this is so awesome! Oh my god! All right, I did not see that coming. All right, who else saw that coming? Because not me. I did not see that coming. Wow. All right. Oh man. All right, that was cool. All right, I no hate. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh jeez.
All right. And they killed the Blighted Agent just to be on good measure. Oh, that's so good. All right. All right. That was awesome. All right. All right. So how do we even combat this? What do we even do? Just counter magic, right? We gotta have Daze Spell Pierce. Um, and we just gotta keep pressure up. So this is our key to victory here. Along with Corrosion Grip is gonna be. Oh no, we want the Corrosion Grip for sure. I think we want. I think we have to have the swords here. Just for the Grims. And I guess Vine still isn't good enough. The crop rotation was key, but I don't think it's going to be good. It was just good in that niche scenario. We're bringing in the swords. I think this is probably fine the way it is. We'll see. Yes, I would love to play first. All right, cool. So we have, okay, this hand is good. We have the interaction that we need to stop the combo. And we have a turn 1 Hierarch, so, and we have the Inkmoth Nexus, so I'm good with this. We can turn 2 shuffle things around too. So this hand's pretty good. It's probably as good as we're going to ask for in this scenario. Again, this Inkmoth Nexus by itself plays around Grim Lavamancer. Two Brainstorms is also really good. Let's see what they do here. They have a 3-card combo, which is kind of hard to pull off, but not really. Grim. Yep, Grim. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can draw Swords of Plowshares. We get 2 tries at drawing Swords of Plowshares here. Maybe he's think about dazing. I mean, I'll just pay for it. Yeah, I'll just pay for it. Okay. Don't like these cards. And then, yeah, we'll just pay it. I mean, the what's going to die, but we have days now. So if they don't do it, you know, they could play the island, kill the Hierarch. Sure, we know that that's coming. Sure, we got our value for it. We 1-for-1'd it, so that's good. We're gonna draw an elf, which is good for us. Let's go ahead and play said elf. We'll just try to run them out of cards in the graveyard. So basically, we're just gonna run them out of cards in the graveyard, and then we're gonna kill with Inkmoth Nexus. Is gonna be the plan. Hopefully they'll trade it. I'm really hoping that they'll just trade it off. We just need that Savannah now. We're giving away something, but Force of Will, nice. Let's just go ahead and trade off this elf now if they want to trade for it.
love the trade. Maybe just the fear of them dying is going to make them do it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. It's his turn 4, so I think I'm actually going to brainstorm. If they don't block, I'm going to try to brainstorm and just see what we can get here. See if we can get the next combo piece, which we cannot. But crop rotation, that gives us our out. So I'm actually going to get rid of the Blighted Agent, believe it or not, because then I'm just going to draw it. My plan, I'm going to Taxi Probe and then draw it. And we're going to see what's up with this hand. Okay. 2 damage divided among how you choose. Helm of Awakening, Intuition. Okay. So we're in a little bit of trouble here. We just gotta stop this helm from coming down. That's like, we can spin our wheels forever. That's fine. We just can't let that come down. It puts us in an awkward spot with the crop rotation, though. Really does. Puts us in an awkward spot. We have to get rid of the Savannah, which means Swords to Plowshares is then dead. Helm of Awakening. We have Corrosion Grip, so we're okay with that. We'll counter the top if they play it. He has 2 cards in there. And believe it or not, it kind of helps us that they have the helm in play. Corrosion Grip. Nothing they can do about it. We have the days for their days. Protect it. They're still far off from the combo. They can kill it this turn if they play another spell. And we have another Corrosion Grip for more combo-ish stuff. I probably should just kill it right now. That's actually not good for us, is it? Yeah, Hierarch's actually bad for us here, isn't it? Tap target permanent. Let's just go ahead and do this now then. Okay, they let that go through. Lightning bolt. Float the mana. Yeah, nothing to do with that mana. Okay. Very interesting set of games here. What's the intuition for? Intuition. Okay. What are they going to get? 3 tops? Super close game here. Counterbalance, counterbalance, counterbalance. Okay. That's actually good for us because we just have the straight up answer for it. Yeah, okay. They're gonna kill it. Sure. That's good for us. Shuffle away this hierarch. Take on the 6. Spell Pierce is getting pretty bad, but we could potentially lose here. I mean, we need to kill the tops. Unless they have a 3 on top. It's a 1. So we can't cast that. Them getting a second Grim is going to be a major problem for us. Is their 3rd top already gone too? No. Okay. They still have 2 tops in the deck. Second Grim is going to be a big, 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 big problem. Yep, second Grim is going to be a big problem. This is going to be... I feel like the noose is tightening. We have this turn to win. We have, like, this turn to draw Invigorate. Because then... even Invigorate does win. Invigorate does win. So we need to draw an Invigorate. Bad. Like... Because they're obviously going to put a 1 on top. Like, we know a 1's coming. Okay. So we can at least get them to 7... play the Glistener Elf, and then see what's going to happen. Not what we needed. That was probably the worst draw that we could have had. But let's go ahead and get them to 7. That was the worst draw we possibly could have had. Invigorate still wins. Yeah, let's get him to 7. the worst draw. Tropical Island. Yep. Okay. I mean, if they want to use resources, let's let them. Let's let them. Oh wow, targeting me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um, I think this game is lost. I mean, we're going to play it out, but looking at the current board state, they have activations for 2. We have got to draw Invigorate right now. Like, we are at Invigorate or Bust stage because they have 2 of them. Yeah, we are at Invigorate or Bust. And we can't even really attack in unless we draw. We can test the waters and see what is there. You know, just to make them use more of their stuff. Let's see what's on top. We can try to load this up with extra threats and see. Probably going to be reveal a card here. What are they going to reveal? Top. We may win on time, believe it or not. Sure. Probably should have spell pierced it so they couldn't use the Grims on their turn. Red Elemental Blast. Okay. Wow, skipping me off to going right for me. Okay. All right, they're going for me. They got bolts in hand, don't they? They got bolts. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a super close game, like incredibly close game, and it comes down to Grim Lavamancer. I mean, Grim Lavamancer is just OP in this scenario. So good versus Infect. But they've played extremely well. We know they have a red elemental in hand. Alright, so they finally had to kill it. Okay. Man, these friggin' Hierarchs are the worst. They're so bad when Grim's on the field. We keep drawing them. Why are we drawing them? Let's stop drawing them. Really wish we wouldn't draw the Hierarchs or Tropical Islands anymore. That would be really good. Yeah, and we can't even play the Hierarch because Hierarch, I hate you. I love you, Hierarch, but I hate you so much. I hate you, Hierarch. You're the worst. Alright, so they can get us to 1. They can play 2 spells and then kill us. 8 seconds left on the clock. Can they do it? Are they going to bolt Red Elemental Blast? They got us. They got us. Oh, no. I mean, we're going to count this as a loss, right? We are 100% going to count this as a loss. We're going to count this as a loss. We won on time, but we're going to count this as a loss in the league because they just said that they had Grape Shot in hand. I'm talking to them via Discord, but this match was awesome. I mean, this just goes to show how great this just goes to show how great Grim Lavamancer is versus Infect. This was a totally fun match. I had such a good time with it. So we'll be back with round number 4 in just a minute. All right, welcome to match number 4 of our Pre-Innistrad Legacy League. We are versus Burn here, versus Legacy R. And this is going to be a super fun match. So we won the die roll. We would love to play first. Of course, we are on ban Infect. And this hand... double counter magic. That's so funny. I don't know about this hand. We have 2 pieces of counter magic, but this card's kind of dead. Taxing Probe's kind of dead. No Infect threat. Let's mulligan this hand. This hand's better. This hand's real good. Like, real good. Of course, Sylvan Library is not great. I mean, we're going to keep Sylvan Library. That's our turn to play because we're going to play this. But Crop Rotation's pretty dead in general. So Force of Will is also dead here because we don't have any green card or blue cards. So let's ship the Force of Will, and let's simply just play the Tropical Island Pass. And let's see what happens. I like this being our threat. And this card's simply just going to be to look at the top 3 each turn. Like, I don't think we're going to be drawing for life unless we get the kill. Rift Bolt. Okay. Which is good for us in a weird way. Because, card's not great in this scenario. Sylvan Library. We're going to try to save that for pitch to force. We have nothing to do here, so I like how we haven't had to fetch at all. I mean, if we have the potential kill next turn, we might take it, but we gotta be like really fade like Grim Lavamancer and a few other. Kelly Marauders, sure. Yeah, this card's really good. Clogs the board. We're gonna take 3 next turn from it. Viridian Corruptor, huh? Yeah, we'll use Sylvan Library's ability. Well, I kind of want to shuffle a lot of this away with a crop rotation. It's my thought. Yeah, shuffle this away with the crop rotation on end step is my thought. I could do it now, and then just to Taxing Probe to draw a card. But yeah, this is bad. I like Blighted Agent, but it's just gonna die. There's nothing we can do to save it with 2 mana. We really needed a land drop in here. So let's we're gonna keep the Blighted Agent. And then what we'll try to do is we'll crop rotate that away. We'll grab another Tropical Island. And then we'll play the Blighted Agent. Because then if we do happen to draw an Invigorate on a turn, we win, and this will save us 3 points of damage. We may block, because this is our win here. We got to keep our life total high, and this is dead anyway. Like, whether this eats a spell, it's going to basically save us 3 life. But crop rotating that away, those cards were bad. Grim. Okay, we got to win this turn. Alright, we got to win now. And they have to kill this Blighted Agent. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They have to kill it. I mean, we'll do whatever it takes to kill it, or to win here on this turn, which is why I'm keeping this available. Okay, they didn't burn it. Huh. Berserk. Huh. Not great. Put on top. Let's fetch. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Well, they have to have it. And I think we got there. Wow, we got there. Wow. Wow. Man, we got lucky. Here we want the Force of Will. Do we want the Force of Will? Really? We want the Source of Plowshares because we have to deal with we'll cut the Jackson Probes. We have to deal with Grim Lavamancer. That card's a beast. That card's a beast. We did not respect Price of Progress the way we should have. To be honest, we should have respected it more, but we didn't. And crop rotation was only good there as a shuffle effect. I'm not loving crop rotation in general. Rather have the Spellskite and the 2 Swords of Plowshares. We'll see how. And this we could potentially gain life, pump our own creature, and gain 10 life or so. I just realized this deck has no blue Elemental Blast in it, which is probably a mistake. Probably should have a blue. All right, this hand's good. Okay, yeah, this hand's good. We got counter magic. We got what we need. This is the one time where I probably will not counter the Grim Lavamancer, or watch him play the Grim Lavamancer. I'm gonna count. Oh, Chain Lightning. Okay, we're fine with that. We are 100% going to. Nice days. Okay, I want to save the days. To be honest, we'll save it as long as possible. Next turn, we're going to get the threat down plus the Spellskite. Because Spellskite can actually just eat a bunch of. Oh, cool! I can like block the Celtic Marauders, and then we can pump it to protect against a removal spell, and then chip away. It's fine. It's fine. We got another Blighted Agent, which is good for us, but let's get the Spellskite down. And let's hope the Spellskite can take us home. We're going to block, and then we'll counter whatever they try to do to it. It's worth the life. It's worth 6 life. Yeah, it's worth 6 life. Days is becoming worse. Yeah, we will block. Bolt. Let's make him burn more removal spells on it. Does it again, we'll invigorate it. Fire Blast. Yeah, I think we're going to waste the invigorate on it. So close, but no cigar. And it lives. Wow. And it lives. Yeah, that's really good for us. That's really, really good for us. Target player, Planeswalker. Alright, we're at 13. This thing's still alive. Grim. We're okay with it. We're okay with Grim. We don't love Grim, but we're okay with Grim, if that makes sense in a weird way. Let us first brainstorm. Sylvan Library. I like the Pendlehaven to counter the Grim a lot. Did I play a land yet? I think I did. I did. Force Will is becoming worse. And Daze is becoming worse because we have the answers on board. And then we'll try to find what we need. Let's just go ahead and get in for one now. We're not dead yet. Kill the Marauders, sure. Okay. We're going to continue to block all day. Alright, we faded the first problem. Savannah and Bladed Agent. Let's put on top. Put on top. We'll do this. And let's just get in for 2. Oh, I just misclicked right through that, didn't I? Whoops. Okay, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Well, luckily we have this in hand for this. Okay. And no mana. Nice. No mana. That's good for us. Okay. Now we're back on that train. Berserk. Doesn't do us good yet. Put on top. Put on top. I think we just attack for 1 and get the other Bladed Agent down. And then we can start hitting for 3. Make it 2. It's 6. Okay. This Pendlehaven's on defense right now. Yep. Got nothing to do with that. Yep, change it over to Spellskite. Fire Blast. What's that last card in hand? Yeah, I don't think you should do that. It is Fire Blast. That last card's Fire Blast. Yep, very, very confident. That's Fire Blast. Change the ability. Change it over to Spellskite. Alright, Spellskite's dead. I wonder how much that misclick is going to hurt us. And I think we're beyond. So we could potentially win this turn because we have 4 even if they do that. So we'll see what they draw. Oh, and we got there. All right. GG's. That was super close. Burn is like, oh man, we misclicked too, and we still got there. That was fun. All right, we'll be back with match 5 whenever it's available. So hang tight. We'll be back. All right, bye-bye. All right. Hello and welcome back to match number 5 of our Pre-Innistrad Legacy League. This is BoBoFraggles once again. We are on Bant Infect. This is match number 5. We're currently 3-1. We're trying to go for that 4-1 glory, and we'll see how we do. This hand is okay. It's very land heavy, but at the same time we have a threat. We have protection. So, and we're on the draw. So we keep it. We're not happy about it, but we're going to keep it. This is like a hand that's so incredibly borderline. And a Tundra for like a top or a counterbalance. Or if a Sensei's Divine top comes down, we're sad. Alright, but no, we're going to protect ourselves against Wasteland. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, protect ourselves against Wasteland by playing a fetch land. Hopefully we'll draw a Brainstorm, shuffle these 2 things away. Okay. Windswept Heath. And a Tundra. Bant, maybe? Yep, Bant. Okay. Noble Hierarch. Alright, we got no quarrels with Noble Hierarch. Okay, so we're against like some Bant mid-range deck. Which means we have to watch out for Swords to Plowshares. So we have a couple options here. We can... Alright, yeah. This just made up a mind for us. Our option was to play the Blighted Agent and see what happens, because we could daze the potential Swords of Plowshares, which we will do. We gotta play around Stifle a little bit, right? If we get stifled here, it's bad. Watch us get stifled. We don't even have a... Oh, okay, no stifled. Okay. Yeah, alright, let's just play this Blighted Agent, and if they try to swords it on end step, then we will daze it, which I think that they're probably going to respect the fact that we probably have daze, and not do anything with it. Or we could just let it go. Alright, well, they didn't do it. So now we have daze as a protection spell, and we're getting closer to having this. They're going to Brainstorm, that's fine. We have land drops. Horizon Canopy, okay. This is one of the most Bant decks I've ever seen. Playing around daze really well. Good job. Green Sun for 1, okay. What is there to 1? Another Hierarch, okay. Alright, I got no quarrels with that. Pendlehaven. We could hit for 2 and play another Bladed Agent. I don't hate it. Let's do that. Let's hit for 2. We'll hit for 2. A Swords of Plowshares would have really dampened our plans there, big time. Alright, we'll just play another Bladed Agent. And we'll see. They're going to daze it. Alright, we're not going to pay them 1 for days. Absolutely not. Okay, 7 back a land drop. That's cool. Okay. This became very exposed now. Extremely exposed. I did not think this Bant mid-range deck would play Daze, even though it makes sense that they would. Knight of the Reliquary. Alright, so we need to be careful of a Maze of Ith coming down off the top. We need to be careful of a Maze of Ith, which we'll save this for. That was a good draw. It's a pretty good draw. 4 and then 6. So and then we'll have 2 attackers. Okay, so let's think of those 2. If we attack, they try to swords it, we vines it. Vines kicker it. They take 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, because we can't use a Pendlehaven. So they'll take 6, and they'll go to 8. And then the following turn, we have Pendlehaven 2 attackers against a Maze of Ith. Okay, so... Alright. We're just going to let it go. Alright, we let it go. And if they keep this back, then we know that they're playing around that they're gonna fetch for a Maze of Ith. We get blown out by a Swords to Plowshares. Okay, nice. That's perfect for us. That's fine. We're not gonna block. Okay, what we need to draw is a Force of Will. We need to draw a Force of Will. Berserk. 3, 6, lethal vines. Okay. Let's play the fetch land. Alright. Berserk. Cast with kicker. Ooh, nice. Well, we're going to daze that. The fact that they had to pay 5 for it is a big deal. They can daze back, but we can pay. Whew. Paul Master says GG. I misplayed. Yeah, I was really thinking if they had not attacked. Well, then if they had attacked them, we wouldn't have attacked, maybe, but that was a close one. Whew. Alright. Big Bant deck, huh? They're going to have Wastelands and stuff, so we want this. We want to answer the board for Knight of the Reliquary, so we don't care about Knight of the Reliquary. We can get rid of it. We don't care about their graveyard so much. So we'll bring in those 3.
What do we want to cut? What do we want to cut? What do we want to cut? I'm not a huge fan of days, especially for answering the board. So, and we're going to be on the draw, so we can cut 3 days. Do we want any of the other cards? Spellskite, maybe? We could attack with Spellskite and then move the... No. That's too fancy. Could bring in all the Force Wills and then cut the Dazes. That way they respect days, but we don't have it. So probably could cut the Spell Pierce too. I mean, Spell Pierce is probably good against. Spell Pierce is probably really only good against Green Sun Zenith. Now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should have cut. Let's cut the Spell Pierces. Bring in 2 days again. Oh, we need a Savannah, and we need to cut the Trop. There we go. I like that. I like that better. I don't know if that ever works or not. I don't know if this even works, but we'll see. Yeah, this hand's good. I mean, this hand's just good. Early pressure. Super weak to swords or whatever, but we got nothing for him on turn 1. But turn 2, we can start putting on pressure. Nice. Ooh. Alright. Let's not get blown out by a wasteland. So let's play Glistener Elf. If they tap out here, we're going for it. Okay. Source of Plowshare, Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, that's fine. We're either going to kill the Stoneforge Mystic or they're going to die. One of those 2 things is happening. Umazal's Jit, of course. No problem. Pendlehaven. Let's attack. I think we just got there. Maybe they're going to... Alright, we got there. 4-1 in this league. You know, Infect is super broken sometimes, and this is one of them. So, hope you enjoyed. And we'll be back with more of this hopefully next month. So, thank you, Infect fans, and we will be back.